Thursday night, tomorrow night, I finally get to go see Shazam 2. You guys who watch this show, you know I loved the first Shazam movie, my third favorite DCEU film behind Man of Steel and James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I love that movie, and I've been really looking forward to this second one. That being said, the box office projections have not been good. Now they're actually forecasting it to make around 35 million opening weekend, which would be great for some movies, but not for a big comic book movie that's coming out in this kind of year. Apparently, yeah, they're saying $35 million, but the reviews have been coming up for Shazam 2, and they've been really solid. Like a lot of people saying this is better than the first, that it's a really good, entertaining movie. Our own Taylor, you saw it. You said you had a really good time watching it.
Yeah, I had so much fun.
I mean, we're hearing that a lot of people had a good time. They're watching it. I'm going to go see it tomorrow night. Ann and I got our Shazam costumes delivered. We're going to be going in full cosplay to go see it. I'm very stoked about that. Anyway, it does bring up the question. We just had a Black Adam movie come out and not do great. And we quickly found out that, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who's my second favorite movie star, is no longer going to be a part of DC. At least not in the immediate future, and certainly probably not as Black Adam. But where does that leave Shazam? And where does that leave Zachary Levi as that character of Shazam? Because I don't think this movie, I hope I love it dearly, but doesn't matter if I love it or not. I don't think this movie's going to do even as well as Black Adam did. It's probably going to make less than Black Adam did. Wrap your head around that. And I don't know what that means for that character's future. Well, anyway, while on the red carpet, Zachary Levi was directly asked about, what do you think your future in the DC universe is? And he said this. He said, it all comes down to what the people want. We made a great movie, which according to everything I'm hearing, they did make a great movie. We made a great movie. I'm really proud of this movie. I hope everyone goes sees it. I hope they tell all their friends and family. That's all I can do. I can show up and be the best Shazam that I can be. Now, when he was inquired about working as Shazam under the new DC in the future, the actor said, trust me, whenever they say, we want you to be Shazam in this thing, I'd be like, great, let's go, I'll do it. Levi then would continue to instill trust in Gunn and Safran to make a great universe. I do know that Peter Safran, who I've known for years, and James Gunn, who I've known even longer, are really excellent leaders, and I trust that they're going to take all this stuff. All right. That is a very well-crafted response to a question like that. It's also a response that you can tell that him and his PR team, they say, look, you're going to get asked about the future of DC, and you're going to get asked about why isn't Shazam doing as great at the box office, because it looks like it's not going to do great. And you're going to get asked all these questions. Say, you know what? All I can do is show up and do the best I can and make the best movie that we can. And I believe we made a great movie. That is a great response. That's a great response. It's also a great response to say, look, if they call me to say, come in and do this, I'm going to be there with bells on. I'll be like, yes, let's go. That's great. And say, I trust James and I trust Peter. That is fantastic, because if he does not get picked up to come back to play Shazam anymore, which I'm going to guess he doesn't. Talk about that in a second. But if he doesn't get picked up to come back and play Shazam more, he's just like, hey, you know what? That's fine. That's great. They know what they're doing, and that's awesome. If I'm not coming back, they're still going to do a great job. I love that. And if they do want to bring him back, he says, listen, he's not putting on sour grapes. Well, you know what? I didn't want to play this anymore anyway. I'm bigger than this franchise. No, he's like, hey, you want me in it? I'm in it. And if you don't, I trust your vision. Go forth and be with God. I mean, whatever. That's great. I love the response. But as much as I love this guy in this role, I love him in this role. I love that first movie. Everything I'm hearing, including from Taylor, is that the second one's really great too. I'm sure I'm going to love him in the second one. Business is business. And if people are not coming out to go watch him as Shazam, or they're not coming out to watch Shazam at all, regardless of who's playing the character, I don't see why James Gunn and Peter Safran would include him in their plans moving forward, or include the character itself in their plans. But James Gunn is a movie executive cut from a slightly different cloth. James Gunn he has this belief that if you make something great and you continue to make great stuff, he just has this belief that the audience will come. A little bit of Field of Dreams in there, if you will. He just believes that if you make great stuff and you continue to make great stuff, the audiences will come. That seems to be a philosophy of his. And so maybe there's a possibility if Shazam 2 is as good as everybody's saying it is, maybe he's just like, you know what? To hell with the box office performance of the last one. The people who saw it knew it was great, and we think that'll pay off. We think that investment will pay off. Let's make another one. You know, he made Suicide Squad when hardly anybody liked the first one. But he knew I can make something good. And even though Suicide Squad didn't do great, he's like, let's do a spin-off series with Peacemaker. When even big James Gunn fans like me was like, James, what the hell are you smoking? Why are you making a Peacemaker series? And it was just like the best thing on TV for half the year. So I suppose if anybody could do it, it would be James Gunn. But I think this movie will mark the final time we see Zachary Levi as Shazam. I hope I'm wrong. I 100% hope I'm wrong about that. But it doesn't feel like it's going in the right direction. Anyway, Chris, you read Zach Levi's comments here. What did you take away from his comments? And do you think we will see him as Shazam moving forward? You know, I think he has a healthy perspective on his own reality, right? Of if this does well, hey, maybe there's some place for him in the DCU moving forward. And if not, it's show business, not show friends. And I do think it just comes down to that box office. DC has to have a solid return on these movies to have them go forward. It's not worth investing in these things, no matter how much we like them, right? If it doesn't get that actual revenue going, I can shout all day about how much I love the first Shazam. I'm really excited about this one. I'm sure I'm going to love this based on what Taylor said about it and everything. But if it doesn't do well at the box office, there's no reason to keep beating a dead horse, you know? You got to do things that are going to be easily monetized and get some money back into this studio. These films are so expensive. They cost so much money to make. And if you're not getting a return on that investment, can't move forward with it. Now, speaking of cost, it should also be noted that according to a report I read in the Hollywood Reporter, that this movie cost half of what Black Adam cost to make. They apparently, the budget on this one was $100 million, which is still a lot of money. That's still a lot of money, but it's about half of what they spent on Black Adam. And it's important to keep in mind too, remember, Black Adam, this Shazam, and even the upcoming Flash movie had nothing to do with Peter Safran or James Gunn. And the upcoming Aquaman movie. James Gunn and Peter Safran DC doesn't really start until 2025 with Superman Legacy. That's really going to be the beginning of their DC. So even though they're in charge right now, these aren't their movies, anything like that. So, man, I just hope it's as good as everybody's saying it is. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Do you think that regardless of what happens at the box office for Shazam 2, that we could see Zachary Levi back as Shazam again? What do you think the box office for it's going to be? They're projecting $35 million opening weekend. Do you think that's high? Do you think that's low? Are you planning to go see it? I sure as hell am. I'm going to go be there, see you tomorrow night. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Breaking news, Manscaped now sells beard products. That's right, they are once again revolutionizing men's grooming with the brand new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Now you can finally use Manscaped products to make your drapes match your carpet by going to manscaped.com and using the code Campea for 20% off and free shipping. It all starts with the Beard Hedger. This thing is a juggernaut of fixing faces. First off, this cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives you 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard. So no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. You also get the beard shampoo and conditioner. Because guys, you gotta remember that all of your hair is different. Your beard hair is more coarse and easier to damage than the hair on your head. Next, the kit has Manscaped's beard oil. The oil relieves dryness both on the beard and the skin beneath. You then cap it off with the Beard Balm that shapes, styles, moisturizes, and tames for a sculpted look. The Pro Beard Kit also comes with 3 special gifts: a beard brush, comb, and scissors to ensure your beard is ready to impress. With a nice beard, your face is perfectly groomed, right? Wrong. You need to keep an eye out for those tough-to-trim ear and nose hairs. The brand new Weed Whacker 2.0 offers improved blades and skin-safe technology with a no-tugging guarantee. It's never been so painless to mind your manholes. And now that you have your face looking great, you must try Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0 for the full-body grooming experience. And good news, the Performance Package 4.0 now comes with the Weed Whacker 2.0 and all of the other below-the-waist grooming products that Manscaped is known for. Your significant other will be delighted to see you covering all bases, if you know what I mean. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code Campea at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code Campea. Manscaped Beard Hedger, 1 stroke, 1 guard, 20 lengths.